Oh man, I'm probably too far away from the camera for you to hear me, but it's been about a week since I built this track, and I thought I might as well kind of review it and give my thoughts on it. I'm gonna split this video into 3 parts. So I'm gonna review 3 different sections, and today I'm gonna review kind of this upper section. I'm gonna review this thing that I built, and I'm gonna review that thing, and I'm gonna review that thing. So for this thing, this ended up actually being a lot cooler than I thought. It's actually got about 3 different ways to do it, I guess you could say. First way is when I'm super tired and I just single it, the slowest way by far. The second way that I do it is, I think the other 2 ways are probably close to the same speed, but I think this one might be a little slower. It's actually, you're able to double it, but then going into the rollers, it's not that good. And then the third way to do it is to actually jump into the face of the second one and then jump into the rollers. So this thing ended up actually having 3 different ways to do it, which I think is pretty dope. I'm actually super stoked with how this thing turned out. And then the second session, and then the second section that I want to talk about is this one. So you come out of there and you double out, then you land here, do single, and then a double. So this section ended up doing exactly what I wanted it to. It is super tiring, and if it's dry, kind of like today, when you're turning over these singles, and your front end is kind of wishy-washy, you don't really know what it's going to do, so it's really challenging, and that's exactly what I built it for. So I'm super stoked about that. It's a pretty cool section for trying to learn, I guess, do the right line through a section. I don't know the right terminology that I should say. So if you see, it kind of stays left when I land off of this first double, and then it cuts right, where my first line was it was just in the middle, the first few laps that I did on this track. So even when there's obstacles in your way of a corner, you still want to do it like a race car would do it, where you stay outside and then you cut in for the apex to make the corner wider. It just makes everything easier, makes everything faster. So this is a really cool section for stuff like that, to challenge you. So I guess I'll show you what it's like to go through this section. It's not anything special, not like the last one. There's not different lines you can do, but it's still a cool section. So I guess let's check it out. The tabletop. All right, now this section, this thing, this is what I built, not really knowing what to build, and just kind of built some stuff, and it turned out to be pretty cool. As you can see, in between, oh my gosh, this is hard. In between the two jumps, it's actually starting to get like rutted. So that's kind of gnarly. You gotta like pick your line pretty good so you don't get cross rutted. And then it's pretty fun. You can kind of wheelie over this first thing and set your front wheel down in between these, and then seat bounce in between, and just for some reason it feels really cool. This is a cool section too. I actually, up here, this whole top section, I really like it, except for that tabletop, and I'll explain why in a second. But let's check this thing out. Yeah. All right, and then finally we got the tabletop. So the reason why I say I don't like it is because I made it too big. It's pretty much impossible to do unless you have wind at your back, because the corner leading up to it is super gnarly. Not the best view from right here. If I go over there, let's go over there. Okay, you should be able to see better now. So it's super tight, and then it's just like a gnarly rut all the way up to it. And the biggest thing is that it's super sandy, which there's a huge sand pocket right here, which is really weird because up top up here is normally, it's all clay. So for there to be a sand pocket right here is it's pretty weird, but it makes for a very challenging tabletop, because if you want to even get close to doing it, you have to hit this corner perfectly. You have no chance if you don't hit it right. So I also didn't build the face quite right either. So it's like the face, normally it's like a nice gradual thing. Well, mine kind of is like, it goes up, flat, and then up. So I didn't build the face right either. So you don't get like the best lift off of it. So I just have to rebuild the face, make it like 5 feet shorter. That's literally it. And then it'll be dope. But as of right now, it's not good. But I'll show you anyways. I'll show you. I'll attempt to do it from the corner. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'll make it, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah, definitely didn't make either of those. I came up about 5 feet short, so if it was 5 feet shorter, it would be perfect. That's my only complaint about up here. So, whew, and even just that little bit of riding makes me tired. That was about half an hour of doing this. Half an hour of being within 100 yards of neighbors and probably pissing them off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Should I give this a grade? There's a couple things that could be better, obviously. This corner, if it wasn't so tight either, this one, tabletop would be easier. I'll give it like a, 8.5 out of 10, 85%, maybe like a 8.7, give it a B plus. It's almost an A. As soon as I fix the tabletop, then it'll be an A minus. It'll be like a 91. I hope you guys enjoyed. It freaking snowed yesterday and the day before, and it's gonna snow tomorrow and the next day. So I don't know when I'll be making another video. There's freaking people looking at me filming myself. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything else specific you want me to make a video of. I am making a video of how I'm able to have a track that's literally in the middle of a neighborhood. Like, literally in the middle of a neighborhood. So stay tuned for that. It's kind of a history of the track as well, of all the different riders that have ridden out here. There's quite a few. So I'm rambling like always. So subscribe to see the next track review of the next 2 sections that I'm going to do. Stay tuned for the history of this track, and I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video. All right, I love each and every one of you subscribers. Don't you doubt that. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, Bye.